My name is Coach Burgett. I'm the athletic coordinator here at Weslaco East. And today is a very special day. Been here 17 years. I remember when I walked on this campus. Athletics, we played athletics, but now East plays athletics to win championships, to send kids to college. These, thank you, Javi, he understands. What you don't understand is over the last 10 years, I'll put East against any South school, and we've signed a lot of kids to college. And it means a lot to our coaching staff, because these boys and girls, they lift, they run all summer, they put in the work, and this is the reward they get, to go to college and make something big happen. Now, I'm going to extend on the story a little bit before we get started. Yesterday, I've been doing this 33 years, and yesterday I'm driving out to the baseball field with Javi Ben Willis, which is the assistant athletic coordinator, and we run into a guy in the parking lot. He looked like he was lost. So we asked him, "Sir, can we help you?" He introduced himself to us as a scout from the New York Yankees, here to watch one of our kids. Not only that, behind him was a scout from Minnesota, a scout from the St. Louis Cardinals, and another scout. That is what you can expect from Weslaco East. These kids that come to Weslaco East are going to get coached. They're going to give us everything they got, and I'm very proud to be the athletic coordinator, and our head coaches are proud of our kids that come here and work like that. So let's give these four a great hand, please. I can go on all day about our kids at East. I really could. The effort that they give in the summer to the day summer begins again is unbelievable. They work hard in the classroom. If you ask me, I've been doing this 33 years with many principals at Weslaco East. Weslaco East has a great principal, Dr. Gamboa, and our athletes would like to thank our principal, Dr. Gamboa. Thank you very much. Our athletic director, Desi Rodriguez, he's come in, he's new, he's been working his tail off to do everything he can for our athletes. We would like to thank Mr. Rodriguez. Thank you very much. And he's back. Dr. Rivetta is now the interim superintendent. Our fingers crossed he'll be there a long time. One of the best, if not the best superintendent I've ever worked for. He's going to help our athletes get to this point where they are today. I want to thank you guys for coming, and trust me, Weslaco East ain't going nowhere on this map. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Burgett. My name is Coach Contreras. I'm going to be emceeing this today's event. Very, very special event, as you've already heard. And we'll get started right away. We got four tremendous athletes that are moving on to the next level. And to begin with, we'll start off with introducing the parents and give you a little background on each one of them as we go through each one. To begin with, we have the parents of Ambrosia Peña, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Trevino, along with her father, Raul Peña. Ambrosia is a softball player, but there's a unique thing about her. She also does volleyball. She's a great student. She's a talented multi-sport athlete who will be signing to the University of the Southwest in Hobbs, New Mexico, where she will continue her academic and athletic pursuits. At that college, she will be playing both softball and volleyball, showcasing her versatility and passion for sports. Ambrosia is determined and a hardworking individual who is sure to make a positive impact on the teams she will be joining. We wish her nothing but the best. Best of luck in her future endeavors at the University of Southwest. Big round of applause for Ambrosia. Our next athlete is Carlos Hernandez. Carlos Hernandez. Carlos Hernandez is accompanied today by obviously many of his friends and family, but particularly his mom, Miss Hilaria Arellano, and all of his aunts and cousins. Carlos Hernandez is going out on a men's volleyball scholarship. He's a multi-sport athlete. Not only does he do volleyball, but he's doing swimming at Weslaco East High School. Carlos has excelled as a member of the swim team and track team, and today marks a special occasion as he becomes the very first athlete from Weslaco East to sign a letter of intent to play men's volleyball at Judson University in Elgin, Illinois. Let's give him a big round of applause as he takes his exciting step into his athletic journey. Our next athlete we have here is Mr. Antonio Balboa. Antonio is accompanied today, as you can see, by many friends and family, but his mom and dad are present, along with other relatives, Señora Alberto y Señora, is it Georgina? Georgina Balboa, perdón. Okay, he's also accompanied by his brother Jose Balboa and his sister Amy Balboa and his uncle Ignacio Balboa. A little bit about Antonio. Antonio is a standout baseball player for the Weslaco East High School Wildcats, who has made a significant impact on the school's baseball program. Antonio's imposing stature in the batter's box and on the mound intimidates opponents and has helped lead the Wildcats to some of the most successful seasons in school history. With this impressive skill set and tenacity on the field, Antonio is poised to continue his winning ways at Vernon Junior College in Wichita Falls, Texas. Today we celebrate Antonio as he signs his college letter of intent to play baseball at Vernon Junior College and wish him nothing but the best in his future endeavors. One more time, a big round of applause for Antonio. And last but not least, and it will not be the last for sure, because Weslaco East has plenty more coming through. Joey Rodriguez. Joey Rodriguez is a talented baseball player that plays for the Wildcats and a dedicated student athlete as well. Joey has led the Wildcats to 2 consecutive district titles with his outstanding play on the field. In addition to his athletic success, Joey has excelled academically, earning recognition for his hard work and determination. Today, Joey will be signing his letter of intent to attend Ranger Junior College in Ranger, Texas, where he will continue his baseball career and strive for greater achievements. Please join me in congratulating Joey for his great accomplishment. None of this would have been possible without mom or dad, Monica and Jose Rodriguez, and all of his relatives, Coach Ringo Perez and Miss Flores, Maria Flores, and Uncle Martin Valladares, and all his great support staff that you guys have shown here today. One more round of applause for all 4 of our young athletes. I'd like to take this time and turn this podium over to the principal of this school, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Gamboa.
Thank you, everybody. First of all, what an amazing feeling. Don't you guys feel the energy just from the crowd? We have never had so much crowd coming in for a signing, but at the same time, we have never been in this position where we have 4 amazing students getting the opportunity to sign to go to the next level. So again, a big round of applause to all our student athletes that are here with us today. I do want to give a big thanks, first of all, to the parents, to all the parents that are here. Thank you very, very much for giving us the opportunity to not only educate your son or your daughter, but also giving us the opportunity to go out there and watch them play the sport that they excel at. They have really, really given East, the fans, the students, the teachers, the opportunity to enjoy everything that they do and go out there and just showcase the talents that they have. So again, thank you parents for allowing us the opportunity to enjoy them while they're here. And we are very, very confident that they are, once they go and hit the second level, they will definitely go and represent East and represent East with pride. So again, thank you guys very, very, very much. I do want to acknowledge, if you don't mind, I'm going to put some of the teachers that are here in the stands, if you don't mind standing up, and just so that everybody, the parents can recognize you guys and just give you guys a round of applause. The teachers that have had some kind of impact with our student athletes that are here, please stand up. Our counselors, I know the counselors are here, Ms. Flores. I saw Ms. Aguirre somewhere out there. Thank you guys, because what you guys do in the classroom is irreplaceable, and we are really, really thankful for everything that you guys do for each and every one of the students that are here and the many more that are getting ready to come over to the East side. So again, thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you parents, thank you coaches. Coaches, those of you guys that played a big role. Where is it, Coach Brown? Stand up, Coach Brown, don't be shy. Coach Vasquez. Coach Solis, because I know he had something to do with swimming. And I know Carlos kept this a little bit under wraps because everybody was surprised when we told us he's getting ready to sign for a volleyball scholarship, which was a great, great experience, but something that we are deeply, deeply proud of, because I know when he goes to Chicago, he'll definitely make East shine over there. So again, thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it, absolutely everything that you do. And for the big crowd that is here today, thank you guys.
I would like to call some of the coaches that have been behind many of these athletes for all these 4 years. First up, I'd like to call Coach Vicky Vasquez to the podium.
Hello everyone, thank you all for being here today in support of Ambrosia and the rest of our gentlemen up here. Today I'd like to start with Ambrosia's accomplishments with our softball program. In 2022, she was East Defensive MVP and All-District Second Team Utility Player. In 2021, she was Second Team Outfielder, and she was part of our first back-to-back by-district championship team and our 2022 co-district championship team. These accomplishments have been a product of hard work throughout the years, competing at a high level with high intensity. The idea of Ambrosia playing collegiate level was never a question if she could, but a question of which sport she would choose. In our volleyball program, I witnessed a player who could spot an opening or attack in a certain way in the middle of a play. I knew she was special since her freshman year. From freshman volleyball to varsity, it was always as if we had an extra coach on the bench and on the court. She's always been a player that can lead her team from one angle or the next. Not very many kids can be a bench player when they're not on the court or on the field, but Ambrosia has the ability to cheer on her team from both sides. When Ambrosia was playing, seeing her playing volleyball and transferring into softball, I had very high expectations for her. 4 years of lettering in softball, Ambrosia has played some great ball in the outfield at all levels. As I mentioned before, as an underclassman, when our JV team needed a player because we were down, Ambrosia was always the first one to volunteer. She never cared about the level of play she was in. She cared about the game reps she was putting in and the extra work that she could get on that Saturday morning. That's what makes Ambrosia different from many others. A lot of kids come to play sports and they only want to play on varsity. Ambrosia wanted to get better any way that she possibly could. She's had great role models and teammates that have helped develop her along the way. But this year, she has taken on a role as a leader herself. She has about 8 freshmen under her belt in outfield. And watching her during practices and games, taking on a leadership role to help the next generation of strong side softball players has been nothing short but amazing. Our outfielders are typically the fastest, strongest players on the field. They have the speed, the eye-hand coordination, and the arm strength to throw from the fence to the infield. This is not something that comes lightly. Ambrosia's put 4 years of work in every summer, giving up, I'm sure, vacations, traveling back and forth from her brother's tournaments to make sure she was here Monday through Thursday. And that's the type of work that has made you the athlete that you are, Brody. Ambrosia Lynn, I am very proud of the young lady that you have transformed into over the past 4 years. We've had speed bumps and detours, but all of that has taken us to this moment, and this moment right here has been worth everything. I look forward to seeing you grow in the collegiate level. Congratulations, Brody.
Thank you, Coach Vasquez. Up next, our head volleyball coach, Zonia Gorena.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we celebrate Ambrosia Brody's signing. 3 years ago, when I applied for this job and I got it, I got a surprise text from her tia, Cricket. And she told me, first of all, "Are you leaving me?" And then secondly, she said, "You're gonna have my niece. She is tall, she is brave, and she is a hard worker." She did not disappoint, one bit. In her 3 years as a varsity letterman, she tallied over 265 kills, totaled 76 stuff blocks, and had 111 digs. Makes me consider makes me wonder if I should have put her as a libero. Dubbed as the shortest middle blocker of the district, she received first team all-district honors and all-academic, and was the only East volleyball senior this year to have been selected for the East versus West game in December, which showcased the top volleyball athletes from across the valley, and she showed what she has. Am I surprised she is planning to excel in 2 sports? Not at all. Not at all. In fact, it has been said the multi-sport athlete is just a different kid. Each sport helps them develop in different ways, and in many ways she has developed both as an athlete and as a young lady. We know she will continue to make us proud, and as of now, she has future generations who want to reach her level and possibly go beyond that. Brody, I want to thank you for helping us set the bar so high here at Weslaco East. I am so proud of you. Being proud of you is an understatement. I know that you're going to do wonderful things up there. Make us proud, don't forget about us, and out hit 'em, baby girl.
Thank you, Coach Gorena. Now I'd like to call up our baseball head coach, Coach Mike Brown.
Well, we got 2 of you this time, you know. As time's gone through this program, and a lot of you that have been here have seen the program grow and grow. It takes athletes like these guys right here and to do great things, to make this program to go in the direction it's been going. And all it does is open up doors for a lot of you young men up there that as you see these guys go on, and you're going to strive and work as hard just to get to where they're at. You know, I tell you a little bit about Tonio. I've known Tonio since he was probably 5th grader. He was hitting the ball over there in the parking lot over there at the park down here by the hospital. And, you know, I'd see him run around and say, hey, you going to go to East? Mm-hmm. Are you going to go to East? I don't know. You know, but, you know, I told him one time, I said, hey, you can go to a program that's already established, or you can come and establish one yourself, you know. And he made that up. He made that choice. He came to East. I met Joey, I think his 8th grade year. He played summer baseball with the kids here, and hard to get something out of him because when he was a freshman, sophomore, I couldn't get 2 words out of him. I mean, he just looked at me and just, you know. But, you know, as time went, we started getting better athletes, and they started coming in, and you know, this program's on its way up, and I think it's going to continue growing because of young men like this, and, you know, Alex and Nick and the other ones that have signed down the road. But, you know, tell you a little bit about Tonio. Tonio last year was, I want to say, 2nd team All-Valley, honorable mention All-State. His junior year, he was 2nd team All-State, 1st team All-Valley. You know, Joey, he ended up being honorable mention all-district catcher. I thought he got cheated there, but, you know, that's my say. But with these 2 young men, they're going to do great things. You know, Joey worked himself into being an athlete. You know, I can remember him when he'd come out, and he wasn't very fast, you know, but he took the initiative, he went out, and he started working. He worked hard, and he got to where he wanted to be. Tonio played a lot of baseball. He traveled, he got to see a lot of different places, and that's what makes these young men better. You know, by playing, by working out, and just putting in hard work. And there's no question in my mind that these 2 are not going to be successful at the next level because they will put in the work, and they're great ball players. And I just want to tell them to thank you and good luck to you.
Thank you, Coach Brown. I'd like to call up our swim head coach, Coach Daniel Solis.
Thank you and welcome to this great accomplishment of these kids here. First of all, I'd like to say that I'm not a big public speaker, but for Carlos Hernandez, I will gladly speak to the public. He mentioned to me that he was getting a scholarship to play volleyball. I was a little bit confused as to how this happened, but he told me he played in a private league in Mexico, and he was noticed by the coach from Judson when he was playing in a tournament. So that's a great accomplishment. Good job, Carlos. I have had the opportunity to coach Carlos for the past 2 years in swimming, and just let me tell you this, swimming requires hard work. All of my athletes are very special athletes. It's not every day that you find a kid that wants to get in the water and train as hard as they do. People think that swimming is very easy, and for them I say, come test the waters. And swimming is a very difficult sport. So congratulations, Carlos. Good job. Hard work. More special than that, Carlos is a multi-sport athlete. As you can tell, he participated in swimming, track, and he got a scholarship for volleyball. And what's even more amazing and admirable is to find a balance of being a great swimmer and a great volleyball player and a great track athlete. As a father and as a coach, I am a strong believer in academics before athletics. Carlos, another accomplishment he did was make the all-academic state team this year. So good job, Carlos. All-academic, all-state, good job. He would come to me during practice and say, hey, coach, I have work to do. I say, Carlos, take care of that work and then get your butt in the water. And sure enough, he would get that work done and he would get his butt in the water. Good job, Carlos. All right. Carlos was a regional qualifier for the past 2 years at our regional swimming competitions that we had. Last year, he was a member of our 400 relay, and this year, he was a member of our 200 medley relay and the 200 freestyle relay. There was a slow start to this season for him. I removed him from the A relay. He wasn't happy about that. I told him I knew that he could do better. I knew that he can give me the times that I wanted from him. He was not happy with the situation, of course. Nobody would be. But you know what it did? It lit a fire up under him. And he worked hard every day in that pool. And he continued to drop time. And he finished the season as my anchor on the medley relay team and as a third leg on my freestyle relay team. Good job, Carlos. During our daily practices, he would look at me like if I was crazy. I would tell him to swim more. After all the sprints that we did, everybody knows that the sprinting in the water, swimming in the water is very difficult. And he would look at me exhausted. All of my athletes will. But did they stop? Did he stop? No. He continued and he worked hard. He told me throughout the season that he wanted to drop his time. He started in mid 27s on a 50-yard freestyle. He told me he wanted the 26. I said, no, you can do better than that. He wanted 25s, and he got a 25. This past weekend at regionals in Corpus Christi, Carlos was able to get a 25. And I know if the season would continue, he would continue to drop time into the 24s. And for those of you who don't know, swimming a 25 and a 24 seconds on a 50-yard freestyle swim is a very difficult task to accomplish. Great job, Carlos. I myself know how difficult it is to be in the water. When I get my lifeguard certification, I have to swim 300 yards. I look at these guys, they swim 3,000, 4,000, sometimes 5,000 yards every single day in practice. And it is a very tough accomplishment, and these kids do it on a daily basis. He was determined to hit the 1 minute, under the 1 minute mark on the 100 freestyle, and I told him that he could. He was not complacent with his 1 minute and 1 second. He continued to work hard, and he dropped his time to under a minute, which is another great accomplishment in the swimming pool. Great job, Carlos. I always put pressure on my athletes, and with Carlos, whenever I put pressure on him, he never backed away. He always stepped up to the plate. He is a very coachable kid, very down to earth, and very level-headed. He doesn't walk around very arrogant, which I cannot stand. And I thank you for being like that, Carlos. Good job. I'd like to share with you a message that he sent me 2 days ago through our Remind app. Just after the season had finished, Carlos stated to me, I want to say thank you for being the best swimming coach I've ever had. Thank you for always pushing me to be a better athlete in person. Thank you for always giving me the little advice that make a difference in my life. This was a good season, and I finally hit a 25. Thank you, coach. I replied to that, thank you for being a hard worker. You are the one that made a 25 happen. I just pushed you enough, and you listened, and you worked hard. Thank you for being the great kid that you are, Carlos. That is him in a nutshell. Last thing for Carlos, straight to you. I want to wish you nothing but the best, and I'm sure that you will accomplish everything that you set in front of you to do. Remember that life is a process, and with it, every day should be better than the days that pass. Every second that passes is one that you will never get back. So make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Congratulations and best of luck. Don't forget about us here at East. You'll always be welcome back. And if you ever want to go back to the aquatic center to get some laps in when you come down from out of town, you are welcome to go for some great conditioning. I will always make sure to keep some of my old workouts that you love to do. Good job, Carlos.
Thank you, Coach Solis. How about we give a big round of applause to all these 4 athletes. And I know they have a lot to say, and they may not be able to express it the way they want to, but I'm gonna ask for our athletes to come up one at a time, and we'll start off with Ambrosia Peña.
Hello, sorry. Okay, I want to start by saying thank you to everyone who showed up today. And thank you to my family members. Each and every one of you has helped me along the way, whether it was helping with fundraisers, even showing up to my games. I am so grateful for the endless support you all have given me. Mom, I don't know if you remember this, but in middle school, I didn't even know volleyball was a sport until I think the day before tryouts in 7th grade. And you had me practicing my overhand serve. I made the A team the next day, and the following year, I made it again. It wasn't until high school that we would start taking it seriously, and I remember the first time that you signed me up for CSI, and I really didn't want to go, but it truly helped me, and the same thing with Venom. You have always made sacrifices for me, and I couldn't be more thankful. Even though we argue all day, every day, you'll still always be my best friend, even if I'm 10 hours away. My freshman year of volleyball was the first time I ever got a block. I know this might sound like a shock, but Coach V was actually the one who taught me how to block. These past 4 years, I was able to rely on you. I want to thank you for teaching me during both seasons. Thank you for being there for me when I need your help, especially in Spanish class, freshman year. Gavazos, I couldn't thank you enough. I remember when you first introduced us to hip turns, and I thought I would never use it until that one game against Ed Couch and Mickey hit the ball over me. Everything you have taught us and done for us doesn't go unlooked. I am so glad that I have been able to call you my coach. Thank you for always making me perform at my best, even on those days I really didn't want to. FSU always. Coach Corena, thank you for everything you've done for me. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be at the spot that I am at now. You are like another parent to me. I don't think I was ever serious about volleyball until you came aboard. You truly changed the way I play, and this wouldn't have been possible without you. So thank you so much for leaving Roe and giving us a chance. I truly believe you changed our program for the better. Thank you. Thank you to all my coaches for becoming my family when I was away from them. I think I have spent more time with you guys than I do with my own family. So I want to thank you for guiding me. And thank you for everyone for coming out. And congratulations to you guys as well.
Thank you, Ambrosia, and best of luck to you. I'd like to call up Carlos. Mr. Carlos Hernandez, come on up.
Hello. I want to say thank you to everyone who made the plans to be here in this special moment for me. I want to thank my family, teachers, counselors, and all the people who helped me be the person I am in this moment. I feel so excited to start this new chapter and new commitment in my life as a B1 athlete. I'm a bit nervous, but I know that with great effort and dedication, I'm going to enjoy every moment. Thank you, Utah University, for this amazing opportunity. En esta grandiosa tarde, quiero agradecer a mi familia, porque me ha dado el impulso y el aliento para ser la persona que soy en este momento. Gracias a mis maestros, que me han ayudado a saber que todo es posible. Y en especial, quiero mencionar a dos maestras muy especiales para mí. Gracias, Miss González y Miss Sáenz, por haber sido por haberme abierto las puertas de su casa como de su corazón. Muchas gracias por guiarme en todo momento y por siempre saber que los retos no son imposibles. Quiero reconocer también a mis dos consejeras, María Flores y Miss Aguirre. Que me han enseñado que los retos se pueden vencer sin importar el adversario. También quiero mencionar a dos grandes pilares en mi vida. A mi madre, que ha sido mi compañera de vida, y con la persona que he viajado en todo este sueño. Gracias por nunca soltarme y siempre inspirarme a ser mejor persona. Gracias por los regaños, risas y sobre todo por aconsejarme para alentarme a ser cada día mejor, a sacar mi mejor versión. Sé que en el futuro nos estaremos riendo de esto y te aseguro que demostraremos que todo el esfuerzo ha valido la pena. Y por último, quiero agradecer a mi ayuda más importante, a Dios, porque en todo este tiempo me ha guiado y me ha enseñado que necesito andar por un camino estrecho y angosto, en el que sea estricto conmigo mismo, pero siempre llevando la vida que merezco. Sé que todo mi esfuerzo me ha traído hasta aquí, y que todas las cosas que haga ahora me ayudarán a tener el futuro que planeo. Y sobre todo, sé que estarán conmigo en este camino. Gracias a todos por haberse tomado el tiempo de estar aquí conmigo y por estarme apoyando en todo momento. Hoy estamos en algo de un gran comienzo de algo grandioso. ¡Go Eagles!
Thank you, Carlos. Gracias, Carlos. Y bendiciones, mijo. I'd like to call up Mr. Antonio Balboa up to the podium, please.
All right. Hello to everyone. I didn't bring a speech. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what to say, but let's go. First of all, thank you to everyone. Gracias a todos por venir. Es un honor poder llevar mis talentos al próximo nivel. Primero que nada, quiero agradecer a mis padres, a mi mamá, que torneo que había, torneo que iba conmigo. Nunca me dejó ir solo. A veces me tocaba ir solo, pero ella estaba allí mandándole mensajes a todas sus amigas. Hey, cuídame mi bebé, mándame videos, y siempre estuvo ahí por mí. A mi papá, que gracias a Dios siempre está trabajando, pero todo lo que quiero nunca me ha dicho que no. Todo lo que le pida, se ocupa un guante, un bate, guantaletas, todo, siempre me lo da. Quiero agradecerles a ellos por todo. Son mi motivación para seguir adelante, siempre.
Te amo, mi amor.
También. A toda mi familia que vino, a mis padrinos, amigos del béisbol, a todos mis abuelos, mi tía, a todos, muchas gracias por venir. Mi primo allá, mis primos, mi tío, todos, gracias por venir. Es un honor que estén todos aquí viéndome, y que todos los que me apoyan, muchas gracias. El coach Marines aquí presente, desde que estaba en el 7º grado, me guió, me dijo, haz tus tareas, vamos, tú puedes. Él miró algo ahí en mí y me dijo, síguele. Y muchas gracias, coach. Desde que estaba chiquito me gustó, mis papás no me soltaron en ningún momento. Me ayudaron bastante. Mi papá me llevaba a todas las prácticas que ocupara, aunque yo no me quisiera levantar a veces en las mañanas, pero ahí estaba. Y muchas gracias por todo. Al coach Brown, que desde que entré me dio la chance de jugar en varsity. Pues yo estaba nervioso, ¿no? Estaba chiquillo, bastantes muchachos aquí, y me gustó. Le echaba bastantes ganas, se nos canceló ese año, volvimos el siguiente, ganamos 2 años seguidos, llevamos ganando, y no podía ser sin el coach, que a todos nos guía y nos echa para adelante. Y es todo. Muchas gracias a todos por venir. Estoy orgulloso de seguir para adelante y a darle.
Felicidades, Antonio. Up next, last and final, Joey Rodriguez.
I also don't have a speech. Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank all y'all for coming out and supporting all 4 of us. And I'd like to thank all my family for showing up. First of all, I'd like to start with my dad, because he's one of the main reasons I'm playing college baseball. He does everything for me. He's always on me. Even though it's a love-hate relationship, even after bad games, he could talk about it the whole week. And My mom, she's always on me about school, and she's the one who makes me a better person. She's always on me, making sure I'm passing, and I really want to thank her for that. Andy, even though we're always fighting, he's always the one that want to throw me outside. We're always practicing with each other. Oh. Maria, my tia, she will always help me in my school. She's one of the main reasons I'm even getting into college. She's always beyond me. And her husband, Martin, he basically changed my life. He's the one that started me working out. I was a little chunky kid, and then I lost a lot of weight. And even though the little bleachers who make us do, I'll be dying, but my family always being here and supporting me, even though I don't seem like I enjoy being with y'all, but I really do. Coach Martinez, my middle school baseball teacher, coach, he's always there for me, always makes sure I'm doing good, and you're one of my favorite coaches. Coach Ringo, my select baseball coach, he was basically my second dad. He was always there for me. He took me in like family, and I really appreciate you. Eflain, my coach that died, I really miss him, and he's always been a part of my heart. And he always tell me, I want to see you play college baseball, and he's one of the main reasons I try to play college baseball. And that'll be it. Thank you.
Before we have the athletes sign, I want you to think about what you heard today from the coaches and the student athletes. I think one thing important is, I'm going to brag a little bit about the whole coaching staff here at Weslaco, just for a second. Our cross-country team advanced both to the next round. Football was co-district champs. Basketball's fixing to send both teams to the playoffs. Baseball, softball are one of the top teams in South Texas, both of them. Our wrestling program is sending 4 this weekend up to regionals. Swimming at advanced, I don't know how many kids, but I read the list and there was a lot. Our track teams are fixing to start, and our boys soccer team sitting in 3rd. Never in the history of Weslaco East have we had so many teams advance in the playoffs. That is what kind of coaches and student athletes we have here at Weslaco East. Thank them very much. For all you guys that are watching out there, you future Wildcats, boys and girls, this is a school you want to be at, as you can see today. And I am so proud to be a Wildcat, and all these people that work at this school know that this is the best school in South Texas, in the state of Texas. Thank you guys very much. We're going to sign one at a time right now, and we'll let the lady go first.
I feel so excited right now since I just signed for a D1 contract for men's volleyball. I know it's a little bit weird because we don't have men's volleyball in this school, but I'm so excited because all the things I did, they're like doing something good right now. I was a player for Mexico state team, and right now I'm so excited because I'm gonna be playing at D1 in Chicago, Illinois with Judson University.
My success was basically off my team. Like if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would be here right now. Because both sports that I played really relied on everyone that, was a part of it. So I want to thank them as well because this wouldn't have happened without them. It's not just my success, it's everyone's success.
So a lot of excitement. Just getting ready to play ball at the next level, A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication behind it. It's not easy, but we're here. And ever since I was little, I was never a one city guy. I was moving around. A lot of people were always there to help me out and just be there for me, help my family out a little, and get me to where I am right now.
I was nervous. I'm excited though, but I can't wait to go play college baseball. It takes a lot of working out. It's a lot of dedication. I had a lot of support with my family, my friends, especially my teammates. They always had my back when I was down, when I wasn't performing. They were always there for me.
Here we go. East side. East side. East side. Thank you guys very much, and let's get out here and take a lot of pictures. Thank you very much.